One of those is the Bears versus the Packers. You know Cowboy Derek Smith quite well, just like I do and like our listeners do. Jimmy and Williams know him quite well. Are you worried like I am
good.
what's going to go down between these three this week with this Cowboys-Bears game? Because it's already getting a little chippy in the group thread amongst these guys.
Right. Let's hope calmer heads prevail, right? They all should realize, Rod, that neither one of these teams is going to win the Super Bowl, whether they both make the playoffs or not, right? At best, we could see a repeat of, I think it was the 06 Bears, right? Had a good record, but they weren't going to be destined to win anything. So, like, let's hope calmer heads prevail. And if you and me want to be really happy, Rod, we'll see a tie out of this game. Packers will get 2 ties on their record. Bears will get a tie. Everything will be right in the world.
Jimmy, like I said, you were getting a little chippy already last week when the Bears won on Black Friday. Do you want to go ahead and start the salvo right now? We know Derek's listening. Do you want to get the first shot in? Do you want to start this thing up? How do you want to play this?
Well, first of all, we know he's not listening. I think he made that completely clear because all we do apparently is talk about the Bears and how great they are. We never, ever have anything negative to say. No, it's just these are two good teams. The Packers, listen, I'm a Jordan Love fantasy owner, okay? I know how Jordan Love has played this year. Last week when we was on my bench, he played fantastic, no question. He's had a really up and down year, and with the Bears having their entire defense back, I like the Bears' chances in this game. I really do. We just need to. It needs to be what Ohio State, and we'll talk about that maybe later. Ohio State did this weekend in Michigan, where there's a lot of pressure on the team coming in. Biggest rivalry you have. Just play your game, do what you're supposed to do, and get it done.
Williams, you're a good history guy on this. This is the biggest Bears game since the Super Bowl versus the Colts, or is there another big game somewhere between there that I'm missing? I guess that Packers with Cutler.
Yeah, 2010 NFC Conference Championship game. Possibly the 2012, I think, regular season finale against Green Bay also. What's tough to handicap with this game is that both teams are coming off awesome performances. They're probably their A-game performances, and Green Bay has not been consistent. I mean, Green Bay lost at home as a double-digit favorite to Carolina. So anything's possible with Green Bay. If Green Bay plays their A-game, Bears probably aren't winning. If the Bears play their A-game, the Packers probably aren't winning because they're just not consistent. The Packers are about a 6-point favorite in this game. Look, man, if you would have told me going into the year that the Bears are in first place, they have a chance at a division title, from here on out, this is all gravy, man. This is all gravy for the Bears. The Bears' trajectory is pointing way up with Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams at the helm. We've got plenty of time to win some playoff games, okay? So everything else is just gravy here.
Plenty of time to win some playoff games, plenty of time to stack draft picks. Isn't it a great thing when your favorite team has first-round draft picks and they can continue to add good players to their core? That's a thing that I really like my favorite teams to do. But we'll talk about that some other time.
But you don't want to talk about it. You don't want to talk about it, Rob.
I don't want to talk about it. I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself. All right, but I do want to talk about another big game that's not going to come up this week, and that is the Ravens versus the Steelers. Ravens on a big win streak, then suffer a loss at the hands of Chris's crush, Joey Burr, coming back, leading his Bengals to a win on Thanksgiving night, crushing the Ravens spirit. So now it all comes down to this. Ravens v. Steelers. Somebody has to win the NFC North, and it probably will be the team that wins this game. But Jimmy, I pose this game to you this way. Do we actually see the next coach of the New York Giants in whoever loses this game in a trade after the season is over?
Okay, I need to circle back real quick to what you said about Joe Burrow because he is my face of the week. Joe Burrow, 24-46, 261 yards, 2 touchdowns, and they killed the Ravens. Welcome back, Joey B. One of the best quarterbacks in the league. Someone who we thought was going to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league, Lamar Jackson, is actually my heel of the week, so that kind of goes into this question. 14 of 32, 146 yards, an INT, and a couple of a sack, I think. Didn't play well again. There's something going on with Lamar. I mean, I think physically, it's just, he might be still hurt. I think you're going to see Mike Tomlin be the coach of the New York Giants next year either way. I think it's about time that they move on from him, go with somebody else. I'm intrigued to see who they would bring in for the next 20 years. You got to be careful with that pick. But I think Tomlin will be the next coach of the Giants. Harbaugh, I think they're going to keep him around another year either way. It's either that or they're going to house clean everybody, but I think it will be Tomlin that goes to the Giants. So I will say the Giants are going to lose.